Welcome everyone, Costin here with a new campaign for Total War Warhammer 3 Immortal Empires. I'm going to be playing as Settra, as the Tomb Kings, and oh boy, do the Tomb Kings have a rough start. They certainly are a powerful faction, they don't have late game issues, and even early game they can get infinite troops, basically, or they're limited, but they can stack armies for free. They recruit for free, so they have infinite armies. What's the problem? Well, armies, limitations on how many armies you can recruit, issues with producing, growing your settlements, and so on. In fact, I would say this is one of the worst factions to play as a new player. Even as a veteran player, the start is going to be something to adjust to. I'm going to enable the ultimate game crisis, and I'm going to put it between turn 76 and turn 86. Whatever. Whenever it spawns, it spawns. I'm going to be dealing with everything. And I think the Tomb Kings are actually ideal for dealing with that because they just get so much power later on. The problem is the start, especially as Settra. He's always had a hard campaign start, and the changes they've made to the Southlands certainly haven't improved things. Now, you may be wondering what happened to my Volkmar campaign. Well, I was about to fight Scarbrand, and I ended the video there, and then when I want to continue, save file gets screwed. I'm going to start backing on my saves pretty rigorously here. And you could say, oh, don't play on Legendary. The problem is there is a difference between Evil Legendary and very hard beyond just like, oh, you can only save, you can only autosave. I do certainly believe that. And playing on any lower difficulty in a campaign, in a game that I already consider pretty easy in the mid-late game, like the early game can be challenging, the mid-late game is a cakewalk. If I did that, I'd pretty much win by turn 40, as anything, like, honestly, like, some campaigns I might take a while, but yeah, there's a difference between very hard and legendary. And I guess from my perspective, I would love to play legendary, just without all of the bullshit associated with legendary, like the battle realism mode. I don't care about that. But anyway, let's go over Settra, and you can consider this a guide on how to play the early game as Settra. So you don't start in a great situation, none of your neighbors particularly like you. You start a war in Numas, and you can wipe the Numas out in 2 turns, but you need to be careful about that. So what can I get recruitment wise? I could certainly get this for some Nehekar warriors. That might be beneficial, incredibly so. Now, they do have a barracks here, so if I just take that settlement, that will give me certain benefits, and I think I'll do just that to be able to get some Nehekar warriors. I really, really need units, and I really need to get past the unit cap. At the same time, you also start the ability to recruit chariots. I think the early game issues that the Tomb Kings have, they don't have a lot of money, and their income is terrible, because they're one of the few factions in the entire game that doesn't have the background income. You're just reliant on settlement income and all that. Like, it makes sense for a player, but the problem is the AI is just ends up doing terribly if you see them as the Tomb Kings, even with all the bonuses the AI has. And I'm sure the AI has some background recruitment, but every time I try and trade with the Tomb King faction, I just generally see them out of money, which means they're bad allies, because you can trade them stuff for a lot of money, which is something that makes alliances worth it. The diplomacy doesn't work there. Like, if you're playing at Volkmar or Manfred, just wipe Settra out, take his gold mine. That's going to be a lot more than he's ever going to offer. They're certainly a grower faction, like the High Elves. Like, they're a faction that doesn't necessarily start in the strongest position, but they grow to become pretty powerful. Like, free unit recruitment, despite the army limitations, is something that's pretty good. Now, over here, what I'm going to do is get these units moving forward and use the chariots to flank. I'm just going to move all of this ahead, use the chariots, and speed it up. I don't want to take too much damage on Settra, and I don't really care to damage my chariots too much either. So yeah, let's just get that going and get Settra in and move on. Okay. My archers might be damaged here, but that is not really something I give a crap about. As long as Settra is not too damaged, and as long as the melee units don't end up too damaged, I should be fine, I feel. Alright. Let's go. And charge right in their backside, take out the archers. Actually, I'm going to take these guys and deal with some of those fellas over there. Skeletal spearmen. Gonna give these skeletal warriors some extra damage because they are fighting some tomb guards there, and that is nasty for them to deal with. Okay, cycle charging again. Okay, the hero enemy leader is left, but that's not too big of a concern. Settra is gonna go to deal with the tomb guard. The tomb guard are the only concern as an enemy unit. Well, that and the enemy leader, of course, but I'm just gonna ignore him, let him do some damage there, because I can't kill him in a good enough time to negate the damage that he's going to do to my army. My goal in this whole thing is to take these two initial battles and win without losing a single unit. That's a bit more challenging than you might think, given the situation that Tomb Kings have. And I don't know why they've done that charge, but okay, that was a really fucking atrociously bad charge. Alright. Okay, Settra, turn around. Pull back. Alright, the archers are going down. Alright, Ushapti. Make their own thing. Pull these guys back. Pull them out. Right. Tomb Guard are breaking apart. Pull out. Enemy hero is still doing some damage, but he's not gonna necessarily last all that long. Wrong unit, I guess, to buff up. He's gonna keep moving. Actually, just gonna speed it up. The battle is essentially over, but yeah, it can be a drag, I admit. I guess the smarter thing to do here would just be to use your chariots to do damage from ranged, and then bait the enemy to attack you on your terms. And he's gone. Good. Alright, battle victory. The chariots seem to be in pretty good condition, all things considered, so I can get this for 3 turns or this for 2 turns. I'm gonna go for campaign movement range, because that's gonna be essential in terms of being able to capture the settlement. Now with this and the barracks that I'm gonna capture here, I will be able to get a lot of recruitment done very, very quickly of Nehekara warriors. In fact, I'm probably only going to recruit Nehekara warriors. I need them to break the defenses of Qatar. Qatar is a tier 2 settlement, so it's going to have its own Nehekara warriors to defend it. Qatar is to the east, further to the east. So with the extra campaign movement range that I do have, I will be able to reach it next turn. So fight the first battle, win it, do a better job than me. Like, yeah, I guess I could have... Like, the thing is, chariots can take a lot of damage from ranged units, but if I were to send them on, like, just on their job, which is to skirmish, really. That's their main job, they're not melee chariots. If I were to do that, they do a pretty solid enough job against the enemy. Okay, so over here, we're gonna take all of these guys and advance archers here with Settra in the front and chariots on... Well, let's see how the things go. So we move, Settra goes in against those guys, and yeah, the chariots will do their thing. So we got skeletal archers. They'll hit the Tomb Guard, but the Tomb Guard is just much stronger than they are. Oh, I gotta say, I find myself exceptionally annoyed by the AI and its metric ton of crap shit. Alright, just gonna stop with these fellows right here. If they advance, so be it. So that's some skeletal spearmen advancing there. I'm gonna pull the chariots out. Don't want to lose them. No, those are just skeletal warriors, if I'm not mistaken, so it's not really a concern what happens to them. Get my own skeletal warriors to disengage, get the Tomb Guards to advance to keep those guys pinned down. Get Settra to move in and do some damage. Left the Tomb Guard. So here's one of the things I will do here. Is I'm going to position the chariots on this side so I can get a better charge into these guys. Pull these guys back because they're otherwise going to take a lot of damage from that. And take this particular point. Okay. That is the majority of the enemy army, though not all of it, crucially, I think. Like, there's still some units of skeletal warriors, skeletal archers, you have it. Not too big of a concern, but it is something to worry about. Alright, pull the chariots back. They've done their job over there. My own archers are hitting them flank. What about positioning? The Southlands start for every faction pretty much is harsh. Well, unless you're Manfred, who gives no shits, basically. Because he's got instant recruitment. Dealing with Manfred is going to be an interesting one. Okay, so barricades has been taken out. Let's go deal with those archers, with some archers there. Settra is gonna do his lovely AoE. Isn't especially strong, but is something at least. Position them over there. You're gonna get these archers to take this particular capture point. These guys will take that other one. These chariots, man. We used to complain that they weren't good. They are good now. The problem is actually getting the charges effectively because they get too stuck in. Yolosapien. Yolosapien. Alright, get these guys out. Get the Tomb Guard out. They're broken. Like, one of the things I would normally do in a campaign would actually be to protect the melee units. Because I need them for certain situations. If you're playing the Tomb Kings, you don't give a shit. Like, unless Tomb Guard, right? You want to protect those Tomb Guard because they're hard to replace. Aside of that, though. The Yolosapien don't count here towards, I think, balance of power because they're, well, they're a summon unit. Well, I think they might count to a certain extent, but not too significant. Okay. There we go. That's the battle. Close victory. Good. Now, dynasty-wise, I think I'm gonna go for the first one, because it gives me buffs to Nehekara warriors and chariot units, which I'm going to use quite a bit in the early game, so is my belief that it's probably the best. If you want to make things more painful for you, though with potentially better benefits later on, you could go for the Tomb Guard for the 4th dynasty, or the 2nd dynasty, which would buff your archers, but archers are crap, so yeah. Like, 15 armor. Your archers are garbage units, don't bother too much with them. In fact, I'm quite strongly tempted to just take another unit of skeletal warriors instead of another unit of archers. In fact, I probably will do just that. Yep. Let's get a unit of skeletal warriors with spears. Okay. And since I still have that campaign movement range benefit, I will be able to attack the enemy settlement over there next turn and wipe out Numas. Okay, let's go. So I'm in range. Barely, but I am in range. Let me see what the out result would tell me here. Yeah, it would be a valiant defeat, but there is no way you lose with this against this, unless you play like ass. So for units of chariots, I think I'm going to deploy the melee chariots to the side and the archer chariots in the front. The reason I deploy the archer chariots at the front is to get the enemy to deploy as many of its forces at the front, because the way the AI does things is that it automatically will position its troops based on your own positioning. It cheats, basically. Now you could say, oh, the player can see where the AI is going to deploy its units before a battle. Yeah, but instantly getting that sorted out without any reaction, just based on, like, a player would deploy its units dependent on, oh, enemy composition, all that. It's something that can be cheesed and something that can be abused. Just look at people abusing stock units to take entire enemy settlements. Okay, so here's what I'm going to do. Tomb Guard and Skeletal Warriors are going to go in this entrance. Nehekara Warriors. Maybe one Tomb Guard unit, actually, though not the damaged one. The damaged one will go there. So it's something like this. Archers in Settra. Actually, this was the one with 2. Okay. So split them up like that. Okay. I give Settra on that side. Yeah, I think I will. Move the archers ahead. Get the enemy units to engage as quickly as possible and charge right in. Point of fact, I'm going to use the archer units to take down the towers, because they do annoy me and I want to reduce their damage. Alright, go, 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 Settra. Wait a bit. Without the towers, they'll do significantly less damage throughout the battle. Okay, enemy archers moving, my own archers moving in. Now the timer there is how long the AI has until it can rebuild its towers. Okay. Alright, they're engaged over there. Okay, let's get those archers. Settra is gonna buff them up. Get those Nehekara warriors buffed out. The chariots will deal with the archers over there, and over here, I'm gonna move my own archers ahead. I'm not concerned about the melee units, they just won't be able to deal enough damage to be a genuine threat right now to me. Keep moving ahead, keep moving ahead, keep moving ahead. Settra is doing his thing. Oh jeez, that is annoying. Okay, barricade is gonna be taken out soon though. Skirmish mode, gentlemen. Okay. Here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna go here and take out those archers. My own archers are doing okay. These archers are only good at dealing with other crap archers. That's all they can do. Tomb Guard moving in. Ooh, I am so tempted to hit them there. But it's probably just best to take this unit out, move Settra in. Alright, doing okay. Just to note, this is my third campaign start. The thing about vampire units, I'm just so used to playing with living factions. Even demonic factions, I'll take a demonic faction start, because demonic factions are like, demons are incredibly durable. Having all these weak, crappy units to deal with is not great. Like, vampire counts are a great spot from the very beginning, you don't care, but even then, it's like, yeah, an adjustment. But Tomb Kings is a harsh mistress, so to speak. Okay, I'm gonna move these guys over there. And charge, charge, charge. Okay, where the enemy lord, I guess, is the only thing that's still standing, I suppose. Oh! Nope, I was wrong. Let's send the skeletal spearmen, the disposable one, to keep them occupied. Maybe the Tomb Guard as well. No, in a way, the way chariots work right now is pretty appropriate, I suppose. Frustrating because you want to get them out, right? You don't want to let them stay in. Move in. Use these guys with their mobility to capture that settlement. Gonna use these fellows to capture that one. Shapti, Shapti, Shapti. Come on, crumble to dust, you bastards. Okay, they're crumbled. I would sincerely hope that I don't have to fight the enemy hero one-on-one. The enemy lord, that is. Let's capture that, capture the main victory plaza. Like, if it's a choice between your high tier units and your crappy skeletal warriors that have no limits taking damage, always choose the skeletal warriors. It doesn't matter if they're getting wiped out, they're irrelevant. Okay, so we're capturing that. And then we're gonna capture the main choke point. Now, don't get them wiped out for no good reason. That would just be foolish. He's got enough balance of power to be a pain. I see. No reason. There we go. Plus victory. Alright, he gets a horse and a new level. I'm going to level him up, and I'm going to get armor, melee defense, armor and melee defense for my Nehekara warriors, and I'm going to recruit more of those Nehekara warriors. Okay, I guess I could get 2 more archers. Although if I wait a turn, no. Yeah, this is the army. Well, to be honest, I'm gonna get spearmen. I mean, you can't expect these guys to do damage. Like, if you're expecting these guys to be useful in that respect, you're barking up the wrong tree, so to speak. Now, I could make some deals with Arcos, but I don't want to piss off Forik. Like, I really don't want to end up in a war with Forik, because you're gonna have the mountains and be a good buffer. Okay. So Settra is over there in Qatar. He doesn't have the movement points right now to reach the springs of eternal life at the moment. I wonder what Manfred is doing though. Generally, I see like the AI, the legendary AI, just being very, very passive for the first few turns, but then unleashing a hell on you. Well, if they lay siege to Khemri, you know what's gonna happen, right? That is certainly a situation I'm going to exploit. Well, I could get 2 more archer units, but no, I don't think so. So these guys are rank 1. They won't replenish good enough, so I'm just going to merge them together and get another unit of, in this case, actual skeletal warriors. If they want to lay siege to Khemri, go right the hell ahead. I'll just wipe them out. Khemri's garrison is strong enough that I think it can withstand the army there. But we'll see what the AI is stupid enough to do. Or I could go rush defend Khemri with Settra. I think I may be able to enforce March at least to have the movement points. Although he's probably going to withdraw if I try and do. Now this is a fortunate turn of events because most of the time he just sticks in his settlement there in the Springs of Eternal Life. Like that. Now I could lay siege to this, and I think I will. Okay, gonna interrupt the research. And we're gonna lay siege to this. I would win. A very, very hard victory. But yeah, some really difficult early game battles are ahead.
Speak. Attend your king, slaves.
I could go wipe out the Doom Kingdoms. Again, wait for Archon to march our stacks of troops through my territory. So here I would lose all the Nehekaron warriors, all the chariots, and the Tomb Guard. That is not a battle worth fighting. That is not a battle worth auto-resolving. I could wait a turn for the auto-resolve to do its thing, to get better. Or I can fight the battle manually and win it. Easy. Well, not necessarily so easily, but still all the same. Relatively so. Winning those first 3 battles, like the 2 settlement battles and the battle in the field, is crucially important. It's a harsh start, I admit, though I could take my time and obviously get some of the research unlocked. If I can get the second army, like that's the thing, like the Tomb Kings gain exponential power to armies because all their units are free. Sure, there are unit caps, but even 2 armies with just full fucking skeletal warriors in them will still do a lot. Especially when it comes to auto-resolve. One of the things that Gorst has going for him is that even though zombies are absolutely crap units, he still gets a lot of auto-resolve potential just simply on the fact that, well, he's got 4 fucking armies trailing him. Okay, so over here, here's the spread I'm going to do. Chariots, all chariots will deploy on this side. Now, he's gonna have enough units to hold him back. Although I could just deploy everything here and just redeploy it there, because, yeah. Okay, now, as for these fellows, I think I'm gonna keep some of these guys here just to protect the archers, and everything else goes there. Okay. Right, my own archers move in the front. Nehekara's move there. And we will, I will use these guys to take down the tower, while the regular chariots move to this side. He's gonna get the second tower there, I believe. So we march to glory and victory. There is a terror geist, by the way, in this. Yeah, I kind of just shit my pants as well when I realized that. I am not fond of fighting a Terrorgeist early on in the game. There it is. They're surprisingly vulnerable to my Masked Archer fire. But I need to get Settra out of there before the Terrorgeist tears him a new one. I should have kept these guys closer to home, so to speak. Okay, 2 towers taken out. Move the chariots for the next tower. Well, 1 tower taken out, move him to the next one. They're deploying a lot too. Okay. That tower is going to be up in just a moment. And fire. Well, it would be loose your arrows or something along those lines, but all the same. Okay, so my Nehekaran warriors, which by the way are damage dealers, so that's the reason they're so effective. That's the reason they're worth upgrading in, because they can do a lot. What are these guys doing? Yeah. Terrorgeist is dead. They're gonna die soon enough as well. Get some cycle charges there going. Settra doing his thing there on the front line. Remember, right now he is buffing the armor of these guys, so they're gonna do a much better job there. Right, these guys are crumbling, so we're gonna hit these in the back. Shit tier zombies being shit here with a funk. Okay. It's such a lackluster battle that these guys are just not doing anything right now. They're all asleep. It's like, oh, this is what you got. Like, wake me up when there's a real challenge. Well, that real challenge is coming, my dude, and you're gonna need to face it. Okay, he's gonna need to get out. Move. They're gonna start shooting in the backs of those guys right there while Settra tries still desperately to get out. Let me out. This is the greatest portion of their army, I guess. Now my goal over here with these guys will be to move a lot around. They've done a good job early on so far. But we're just gonna need to keep shooting in their backs over there. Yeah, you know what? Even being attacked by zombies in the flank is not a good excuse to not keep shooting. I know, it sounds silly, but it's absolutely true. Zombies are garbage. Won't do shit. Might detach a unit there. These guys actually need more help, so... Gonna form them up there so they can get the cavalry charge. Right, they've got skeletal warriors, so I'm detaching my own skeletal warriors. Gonna move Settra to tackle this, if you will. Volkmar.
Sacrifice them.
Probably best if I just don't move them at all right now. Yeah, the battle is entering that boring ass phase where you're just sitting there watching your screen, doing nothing. Because there's nothing to do except wait. For the zombies, which are have a great deal of durability, but no actual damage. To get something done. I doubt the shop T will be spawning for me here. It would be surprising. Okay, so move. I'm gonna move these Nahakaran warriors to start doing some damage. Keep in mind, Manfred also has a lot of zombies, so... Oh gosh, what have I done? Alright, weak binding there. Move ahead. Move ahead. Oh, pull them back. Though, does it count for anything, considering I couldn't just replenish them? Probably not, but I do want them. Let's get that. He's the only genuine threat here. Gonna send another unit of Nahakaran warriors. And yeah, there's the army losses that I've been waiting for. Thank fuck. That was... He dies very slowly, even with, well, literally crumbling, with the battle completely and utterly lost. a hero. There we go. Yeah, I lost the chariot unit. I'll just get it back instantly. No problem. If it's broken, just rebuild it. We are the kingdom of the dead.
It is mine now. Settra does not serve. Bow before your king. Settra does not serve. Settra the imperishable.
Alright, get the Ancient Tyrant, and then I'm not gonna spend any more points until I'm rank 10. Because, yeah, there are plenty of things I can pick up. So control all provinces, whole bunch of things. And we're gonna start leveling our settlements. Curious where Manfred is. You know, if that army stays outside there of that settlement while they're recruiting, that is an amazingly good situation for me, because it means I don't have to assault the world settlement of Kasabar. I might be able to out-resolve that. Then Manfred shows up and lays siege to me, destroying my entire army. That would be unfortunate. So I need to fight this battle outside of the walls, ideally. I am getting a lot of Nehekara war. They're gonna be the mainstay of my early game army, and then it's gonna be Tomb Guard. I've got to focus with that.
King must have his crown, my lord.
What battle is
Yours was
this?
a repository of such power, and a true reflection of your
Crown of
achievements in
Nehekara.
life and beyond.
Yeah, I'm not fighting that shit. Not now. Even with disposable armies, just don't have the firepower, really. Okay, that's great, actually. Because I'll take an open field battle. That's a problem. So what's better? Winning the siege right now, or having Manfred show up with a full fucking stack of troops? If I take the settlement though, right? If I take the settlement, I know he's going to retaliate and attack me. So I think the best thing I can do right now... let's get... hold on. That would be nice, but it's not important. Yeah, so I'm not gonna... I'm going to upgrade Numas. The reason is... Numas is the one place that is under threat. Now here's the issue. If... although... yeah... I mean... I can do one thing here that is going to be really effective. I can wipe out the entire reinforcement army very easily and then assault the city. And it's only skeletal warriors, crypt guards, grave guard, etc. Alright, that spawn location, may not necessarily be in the best spot in the world, but it will certainly do the job. Okay. Now, remember, Manfred has a full stack of troops as well. Interesting that costs a bar is a Tomb King layout. Huh. Okay. Fine. Gonna use... No, Settra is not gonna be used in this one. To its fullest potential. Now, I do expect these towers to do something, but I don't necessarily expect them to be exceptionally effective right now. Okay. I'm sure I'm gonna use my archers to start bombarding the enemy. Settra will go break down the gate. Just do it nice and quickly and without drama. I mean, I take the settlement here, but if I actually have it under siege, that would be in a lot of ways a good situation. Alright, he's going to show up in... Yep, there we go. Alright, just one unit of chariots. If I could... I mean, I could have let him deploy better. Yeah, the problem is I have an army for a field battle, and this ain't no fucking field battle. But you can see what I think of the vampire counts, the lesser undead, so to speak. I'm gonna stop shooting. Wasting ammo on zombies is a dumb fucking idea. To be quite blunt with you guys. So that's one gate. There it goes. Wait for my units to start coming in. And we're gonna feed them into the grinder. Maybe the best thing to do right here would be to, well, just do a lot of damage from range. Enable guard mode just in case. Take out those black knights. That's one of the things I'm concerned about. What is actually shooting at me? Oh, it's a tower. Okay. Now I have a choice. I could continue the siege, wait for Manfred to show up, which would be good. I think that's the best option. Just fight it to a draw over here. Not a defeat, an actual fucking draw. Alright, oh, get back. It's gonna take some time. But it might just be a good idea to retreat here. Oh, hold on. Settra is gonna be one of the last guys to get out. I'm concerned if I do start withdrawing here. Do I have the movement points? Maybe not. Maybe it's just best to wait out the timer. That's gonna take a lot. Yeah, screw it. Let's get out. Yep. That's the problem, you can't even withdraw your army properly. If there is anything I change about the Vampire Counts and Tomb Kings, it's just the ability. Hey, can I withdraw from the battlefield without losing my units because they start to crumble? That mechanic needs some adjustment. By the way, it's a draw. The siege continues.
Arise, my legions, rise!
Alright, you little shit. I'll take your capital then. I could take out Manfred there in some way, shape, or form. No, he's too far away. If I win here, he's going to take the Springs of Eternal Life. He doesn't have the movement points to attack me there. It's fine from my point of view. Alright, Settra. No points spent on other stuff. Get this to level 2. And I'm not gonna even be in a rush to take on Manfred when he takes that settlement. He might run, even. Yep, as expected. There's only some... shit. That's an interesting choice. No, you can shove right the fuck off. I am going to lose some turns because of where Manfred was. That is an unfortunate turn of events, but it is the hand I've been dealt with. He might attack Camry. I mean, he's gone. Like, he's down to one last settlement here. Actually, if I take his army out, right? I don't need to wipe it out further. Okay, get the gold mine. Get this to level 2 and start pumping out Tomb Guard. And start getting level 2 chariots. Still on level 10. Yeah, you do end up losing some turns. Manfred is unpredictable in this respect. guess it would have been better for me to just be literally next to his elements before declaring war. He may take Numas over there, but he's gonna suffer attrition. If he attacks Numas, I'll just wipe him out next turn. He might know that. The AI is not completely dumb when it comes to this. He might just sack it and move on. You'll assault Camry. Fuck it, I'll take it. Thank you. Finally a break. Now I'm gonna be in forced march. Whatever. I'll resolve it when the garrison of Camry is...
Even Petra gave me his sword.
Not give a shit.
Bow before your king. Glory Volkmar. I have no use for these. Greatest.
Alright, settlement besieged over there.
Arise, my legions. Rise.
Alright, money. Alright, Numas will be upgraded to level 2. Get this to level 2. He's level 10. Good. Control. Tomb Princes. Trustworthy. Control local province. Recruit for... okay. Gonna go with trustworthy. An important trait. Manfred is gone. So ends the great Manfred von Karstein. I mean, that guy's still there, but he's not gonna be an issue. Training, Indomitable will.
Not now.
Get more warriors. Disband one of these. Actually, two of these. Gonna merge them. More Nehekara warriors. That would be good, I guess. So merge these two. Yep. No upkeep cost. It costs a bar. You know, there's nothing I would lose over here by not repairing it. Genuinely. Not even a joke. Volkmar, what are you doing, my dude?
Tomb King of Nehekara.
Well, I guess the Cult of Sigmar is gonna be next. Though I think I'll wipe out... no. Yep. So I'm gonna move to Bagar. I need it, more or less. I don't give a crap about fighting Volkmar. He's in my way, he's gonna get wiped out. And he's gonna lay another siege and get wiped out. Promptly.
Volkmar.
Mederic is mine. My name.
My father demands it.
Alright. Volkmar is... Do I want to besiege him or do I want to fight him in an open field? He does have those mortars in an open field, but it is only a stack that he has only. Well, I mean, when you fight what you fight, right? You just end up in a situation it's like, yeah, it's only... Alright, we got the Exiles of Khorne. I'm gonna take this very first research all the way to the brink until it's down to only one turn, and then I'm gonna start getting the second research, the one for Tomb Guard, because that's the smart thing to do
Your
as well.
tribute thrall.
I think I want to wipe them out. Rapans is just not gonna be friendly to me. Right, he's taken Bagar, and he's wiped out the Dune Kingdoms, okay.
Sigmar be praised.
Settra the imperishable.
Alright, I see. Interesting question. To fight this in an open field or fight it in a siege? What level is he? 5. He shouldn't have his super duper AoE by this point. Although if he has a second army over there, that would cause some issues. No, it's probably best to fight this in open field. Simple reason. I'm gonna start getting Ushapti. Now, Hekara warriors are nice. Ushapti are the bread and butter for me. I mean, yeah, Tomb Guard are the bread and butter, really, but let's ignore that for a moment. Wipe out fucking Volkmar, move on. So the second army that I anticipated would show up, did show up. That's fine. He's gonna show up very tired, so his units are gonna be slow, right? And you know what? I lose nothing if I lose this battle. Genuinely. Like, the chariots, the archers, like, yeah, some ranks, that would suck, but... Aside that, like, really, nothing lost. So they're gonna show up in 2 minutes. Now what I need to do is strike quickly, decisively, and without hesitation. Settra in the front, get these guys to here, and let's group them up. These guys to start... Like, this is the interesting bit, right? Because he's mainly got Free Company militia. Like, Volkmar does get the benefit to those guys, so it isn't just a cakewalk.
Settra the imperishable. Strike.
Spearmen with shields. Don't want to face those directly. Right, the AI is well, screwing up, more or less. Now, I think the best way to tackle this would be to get them there. Reinforcements are arriving, tired as they are charging and moving these skeletal spearmen over on that side. Flagellants coming in. We're just gonna keep pursuing here. Pull back, pull back. Get those crossbows. Gonna flank. Because he does have a lot of those crossbowmen, I just can't maintain. Like, I need to take out his artillery and a lot of his other units. Buff these guys up. I don't have the power to really deal with Volkmar in a straight up fight, as in killing him specifically in a straight up fight. So I'm gonna need to wear his army down. Okay, pull back. No reason to lose the Tomb Guards, which are one of the few good units that I do have right now. Just pull him back and get some charges in. Out there. Get him out of here as well. Settra. And these Tomb Guards out. Go back. Get these guys right in. Man, would I love a fucking catapult in this situation, I admit. He's gonna need to pull back. Get those Nekar warriors in. I've dealt with all of his artillery. Get those crossbowmen sorted out. Charge again. Get the Yolosapien.
King of Henry.
Close the gap. Archers will need to deal with some of his units, the handgunners there, for instance. I believe this is a battle I will win. Don't care about regiments of renown, they're not necessarily the best unit either. Back. Much of his army is crumbling. The thing is, there is no survival for Volkmar if he loses this. He's in forced march, so he's fucked. At this rate, I'm probably gonna kill his entire army before he peaks. I don't mind doing that. More experience, all that. Now remember, the flagellants can't be broken, so I'm wasting my time if I'm trying to kill them. They're doing okay. Alright, more units are breaking.
Takes on me.
Okay, more of his army is on the verge of collapse, if you will.
We will kill them all! Kill everything!
Did Settra just collapse there? No, it feels like he's fine. A hard-won battle, but it is won. Now I'll see what happens here. Most of his army has been wiped out. He was in forced march, so the garrison should be terminated, if you will. Or rather, his army should be terminated.
Approach the great king of Nehek.
The time has come, my lord, to...
I keep my own. Legions arise. I rule everything. Defeat is impossible. Nehekara expands. land of the dead. My lane.
Alright, I've started to get going. It was a good thing I killed Volkmar in the battle there.
Attend your king, slaves.
Where in the world do they hold territory there? Alright, gonna disband that. I just don't need it right now.
I will.
I've beaten the crap out of him. I mean, I am tempted to just wait. Like, what would I get as a second one? That is a good one. I think, like with Shopti would be nice. Don't get me wrong on that. Yeah, that's the one I want. Tomb Guard. I suppose the question is, like, I'm just gonna bring this to the edge, so to speak. Like, getting an extra army capacity would be really, really nice, but I'm not too concerned by that right now. The second army would be great, without a doubt. But that 30% research downside is not something you can ignore. This is the problem. The early game is such a fucking painful experience. You either get 30% research downside to your armies, or you wait, and that means you can't get to the second army for a very, very good long time. But you wait until you can finish a second set of research to be able to get that second army. Or to be able to get 2 dynasties at roughly the same fucking time, which will save you an enormous amount of turns. That's the best strategy. It's not, it makes for a miserable early game, honestly. It's not a bad early game. Like, you can see here, like, once you get going, you get going. Even now, it's like, I've got heroes, dude. I've got a powerful fucking army at my disposal over here.
Pardon, sire. Open the casket of stone.
Only one, but it is a good army. Let's see a mortuary cult. What can I get? Nothing. Well, 1 weapon, I suppose. Pointless. That would require a lot more. It is appropriately expensive, I suppose. The jars are worth it more than the money. Shopti. Let's see.
Eternal king.
They're gonna get control. Alright, that's solidifying under my rule, so to speak. Yeah, more Shopti. Get that to level 2. That's already level 2. I'll wait until I can get that to 3.
What do you desire?
They're not at war with anyone.
It is within my vast power. I shall make it so. Consent given.
Protector of the realm. Whether chivalrous or not, I will
It might be
strike you
worth
down,
it.
scum, if your words displease me. Very well.
Nehekara, I submit to your tomb king of
And wipe them out. Fight your fellow Tomb Kings. Make them bend the knee. Make alliances with the foreigners, huh? I could merge these. There's 2 ways of viewing this. On one hand, I won't have a second army for a while, so merging these just gives me... Okay. Just some early game power. Do that. That's power. Can recruit a lot of archers. Useless fucking units.
Settra. Key.
Do I care? Nah. I'm good, really. I dealt with the early game threats. Now I am in a good spot.
Enthused with science.
Alright. I'll wait. No reason to push this. So, get the tomb. What is it? The 4th dynasty. Yeah, get the tomb card. Okay. Get Blade Master.
Settra does not serve.
He's declared war on me for whatever.
At your service. The Deepwood protects its sons. Orders received.
Ready. Attend you.
What brings you to the halls of my ancestors?
Ain't gonna like that. On the flip side, if I got the second army right now, yeah, there would be some penalties, of course, but I could take Arakos. Maybe give that to Ascrit. Do that. It's worth it. Can't ignore the reality there. That I simply need at least a second army. A fairer than 4th army that may wait, but I just can't sit on my ass. With Korn there, with Forek, potentially beating down the gates, all that. So I just need to get that. He's withdrawing there. He's lost. He knows he's lost.
Vassal. Settra hates. Glory for Henry. I demand tribute. They shall perish. Bow before your king. Arise, legions.
Here I think I'm gonna focus a bit on control, because the control is just not that great right now. Although it's gonna go down with provincial instability and stabilize soon enough. Alright, research-wise... Actually, just cancel that, get the research that gives me... No, it wouldn't be enough.
Unliving curse.
Yeah, I can't wait with Camry. I can wait one turn with that. You get armor. Campaign movement range is also nice. Don't ignore it. And now Settra is, well, unbeatable? Possibly. He is certainly powerful in that fucking mount. You gotta love the carrion unit though. I'll get some control, some extra control buildings there. Income is always gonna be low. Don't tell me that's an army. Oh, I don't think I want to deal with that. Take it. It's a decent amount of gold.
My soul engorged.
Imperishable. Settra comes. King of kings.
Don't repair it, it's not worth it.
Priest king of greatest dynasty.
Okay, I'm gonna get more tomb princes. To increase the capacity, just get that. Give a tomb prince for that, for him. For the northern army, so to speak. Get Blade Master. Over here, I could get gemstone mines, get better trade. Though it doesn't matter.
Rises from the sands.
Kinda.
Ra smiles. The creator god blesses
Yeah,
his confidence.
that would be a shitty trade agreement if I've seen one.
Cross me.
But no one else wants to trade, so
Lord of the
yep.
Clay. Ready.
Ready?
Our dynasty's up.
So did they just... I mean, this climate is good.
What do you desire? If it is within my will.
And they do have a full stack of units. 2 full stack of units. Huh! The Dune Kingdoms. Surprisingly. The one faction that's supposed to be wiped out between Volkmar and Manfred. That's just like... We're gonna move house, gentlemen. Antioch is not good enough. It's Antioch. I don't give a crap what the game calls it. Antioch is not good enough. We're moving, gentlemen. We're moving to the south. We're gonna be a harasser towards the Lizardmen. Works out just fine for... But with all the barracks, you can see that you can understand exactly why I've... Well, Rishpati are always going to be limited in numbers because their structures are built... like, they're good. They're much, much better than anything else you can get early game. Like, Nehekar, Warriors, Tomb Guard, all that are pretty decent, but yeah. No. I might join the war with my ally to wipe them out. Right, let's get that armor sorted out. I don't know if I want to pick that fight.
Is impossible.
Well, I am going to pick that fight.
For Settra.
Could also withdraw. Now I have to fight the garrison.
Them all. Return to Camry. Settra the imperishable.
I
Yeah, to hell with it. Gonna move gonna move this entire army south. Gonna get a trustworthy hero. Hey, that diplomatic relations with all factions is not just something you sneeze at. If Volkmar attacks, he won't have the forces for it. It would not be something you sneeze at, but it is expensive. On the flip side, this would give me a lot of control. I think I should just save right now. See what happens here. Yep. I knew that was gonna happen. Oh, I knew that was also gonna happen. Ah, yes. Corn has come. I think I'm gonna give the best units that I do have, like the Tomb Guard, the Ushbati, etc., to my main army under him. Like Camry should be safe. I don't know about Scarbrand, where he went to. He probably went north. That means I have to resettle this. Oh, great. Well, what? Kind words. Okay, Volkmar is there.
My will be done.
I'm gonna need both armies for this.
Next time.
I feel like.
What? Moving. This is where.
Public order shouldn't be too terrible despite everything that's gone down. And Camry is getting to a level 3, so its garrison should be strong enough to resist that. Get that to level 2.
Attend your kid. Explain why you shouldn't be dragged from
No.
from the side. Come, fellow sovereign of undeath. I agree. Most chosen.
He may be wiped out soon enough. Not sure. But yeah, tic-tac-toe. Volkmar may be doing more recruitment, but he's got 2 Tomb King armies bearing down on him. They've taken out the Black Tower of Arkhan, the Knights of Orego. I mean, let them. As far as I see it, he's doing me a goddamn favor.
To war for Nehekhara.
I think I'll need like 4 armies to deal with the Sentinels. Alright, the Knights of Orego are thrown out. That's fine, because I want that stuff for myself. Melee attack for Nehekhara, melee defense, not important. Get the 4th dynasty, get going there. Yeah, sometimes that movement range is just not what it's cracked up to be, is it?
Do not stop.
If Volkmar attacks, I'll wipe him out. But therein lies the issue, right? Get more of this. Will they win? Oh, come on, my dude. It's like... Oh, they sacked it, okay. Like, it's not like they just suddenly... Antok will not be built. Gonna save the money there by not doing that. Restriction all around. Let's see what Volkmar does. Can I draw him into a trap here?
Arise, my legions! Rise!
No, I guess he's not that stupid. Settra should be able to attack next turn, take him out, take the Salmons back, all that, and then we can deal with Tic-Tac-Toe. Can't really defend against Scarbrand at this point. I have to decide, do I take out the southern issue or the northern issue? Him declaring war on me obviously is an unfortunate turn of events, though is experience as well. The one benefit though is you can't run out of money. I mean you can, sure, but it's like, how did I get so much money? Income.
Great king! Servants! Attack! Shatter their bones! This is for
I mean, if he wants to attack it, buy my fucking guest, I'd say. Yeah. Well, I'll save up on the cash for a moment. 16 turns until that's ready. Which means that even though I'm losing settlements left and right and all that kind of stuff, it's not as stressful as it could be. He might take Bagar back, but that's all he's gonna achieve there. I think I'll take my my second army there to take Sindenberg. Although he doesn't have the siege capable. It's right. No, I'll sack it with Settra. Alright, Volkmar.
battle for the Creator God!
My Bagar is probably gonna be his final stand there then. He's gone by sea. He's abandoned the settlement. Tell you what, we'll get that one upgrade that gives you campaign movement range. Say that's bloody important right now. Alright, the Doom Kingdoms have been destroyed, that's fine. So Settra is gonna sack this settlement. And the second army is going to... Hold on. We're gonna give Settra some units from this. He needs the Tomb Guard to be more effective. So he's gonna get all of these guys and those Shopties. And he's gonna give a bunch of these guys in return. He's gonna sack it and move on to deal with Volkmar. Okay. Now, the settlement here of Kasabar is going to get this particular structure here. Yes, I'm well aware that this one here would be very, very good. I'm well aware of that. Control, unit capacity, what would that give me? No, fuck the carrion. Shop these, shop these, okay. Am I interested in Acropolis Knights? Not really. Not really. What I want, truthfully, are Bone Giants. Okay, so Settra is leveled up. With his level up, yeah, speed. Charge bonus is nice, but not too important. If he attacks, can I win that? Excellent question. If I move this army here,
Greatness comes.
he's gonna get Room Archer. So even if that army lays siege, the army won't be able to attack instantly regardless. He's gonna get Blade Master fully.
Grand Theo, the Empire's foes do not escape the Grand Theogenist's wrath.
No, he's not willing.
Chosen of Sigmar.
Sandberg versus Bagar. It's like, Bagar is more valuable, says Volkmar.
I do not lose. Nehikara will be mine.
He's just taking settlements, the bastard. Right, the king over here, Tutamos, he's just gonna march south to deal with the port, while Settra takes Bagar back. That's actually good, because it's gonna put him in the main path of tic-tac-toe. That's probably not how you pronounce the name, right? But it's like what I think of when I think of that character. I think a lot of people think what they're thinking. A lot of people think of that particular, what I'm saying right here. Okay. Can they win? Yes, they can. Oh, battle time. So yeah, then. Chariots will deal with the... Do I have chariots? Yeah, I do have quite a lot of chariots. So the chariots will deal with the crossbows, the infantry units will charge the melee. How the fuck this is a Pyrrhic victory is way, way beyond me, honestly. Yeah, I might have been doing some traipsing around, but I'm gonna eliminate Volkmar. I do need an extra army to deal with Khorne. Army capacity. So I think I need a lot of jars to really do that. I also need to deal with his quest battles, but I think I'm gonna deal with Volkmar first. I don't like dealing with quest battles. I always feel they're bullshit a lot of the time. If I could auto-resolve them, I would. Okay. Go. Come on, come on, come on. Let's get this ball going. Just move up. Okay, let's do this. Control group and advance and set up the chariots to flank him. Okay. So when my infantry guys do engage, okay. He doesn't have so many crossbows that you can deploy them on all the sides. As I knew it would be a cakewalk of a battle. Like, yeah, seriously, his front line is broken, shattered, just the crossbows to deal with. Swordsmen aren't that great. Who knew? Who the funk? I think the most enjoyable Southlands campaign is probably Rapunzel. It's like, it's a lot of enemies. The problem isn't that there's a lot of enemies, it's how enemies behave. Like the stuff Volkmar is doing just wastes turns, which means your overall weakness is your overall campaign strength is gonna be weaker. Now, thankfully, I'm playing a faction that doesn't give a shit about any of that, so it's like, yep, I'm fine. They're breaking. I'm gonna get campaign movement range in the aftermath and style. Take them out. Take out. All of them out. As much of them out as I can, at least. Because this army isn't in force march. I'm not sure they're gonna be wiped out. Move, move. That's done. Decisive victory. Our chariot's too strong? Maybe. But it's always a balancing act. A chariot flanking you should do significant damage. A chariot trying to charge you from the front and succeeding against spears in particular in halberds, yeah, there's something wrong with that. But it's always a balancing act, but charges should have impact. Because they did, historically speaking. Cavalry charges, chariot charges. A fucking mammoth charging in front of you should kill a lot of your guys.
Unleash these slaves. Address me as your highness. Bow before your king. Defeat is impossible. King of kings. Codex. Settra the imperishable. Imperishable. Bow before your king.
That's not worth repairing.
The day of awakening comes.
Alright, he's gonna deal with Volkmar soon enough. If Volkmar attacks here, he's dead.
Victory, yes.
So I'm gonna go for Volkmar's port city there. And then deal with the lizards that are becoming quite an issue, aren't they? Seriously, Volkmar? We're gonna do this? Really? I mean, okay, I'll fortify Casabar, I guess. Because I can't just... That's the problem. The bastard is like moving from settlement to settlement to settlement. Though in this case, he's actually doing something, because like, I would have wiped him.
Keep your head. Address me as your highness.
So I'm gonna take
The Hekara will be mine.
this settlement.
Find my heart.
Let's get this to level 2. And that army is... How strong am I versus them? We're about even, actually.
Submit.
Praise Sigma.
Not interested in peace. He had all of his chances for peace. I would have made the trade earlier. But now I'm like, nope, I'm not doing that. Should I build defenses here? That is an expensive building. Get hit points. Ironbrow seems to have done well. Scarbrand, yeah, there he is. Laying siege to Camry. Now that's a settlement I can't afford to lose. There's too much at stake there. I could rebuild it, go beat the crap out of Scarbrand. It's only the building cost, it's not the army cost. But I'm starting to lose the capacity to absorb the losses. Okay.
We retreat!
Now this is gonna be a risky one. On the one hand, though, I could count on the Camry garrison, so Scarbrand isn't gonna have the easiest time, I can assure you of that one.
Tomb King.
Oh shit.
Onward, soldiers!
Okay, that army I could deal with. The problem is... Gonna be 12 turns until I can recruit a second army. And I really want to get Numas back.
Legions, withdraw! When the time
That's gonna be a problem with the attacks there. I'll try and hold it back as best as I can. Alright, he's withdrawn. I'm gonna wipe him out. This army in the south to fight Volkmar on its own. I don't know.
your
It's a
petition
tricky
has
affair.
reached the great king.
Fucking son of a... Oh, gosh. I'm so irritated, I admit. I admit it is so annoying. That's the problem with Tuken Kings. You just don't have the tools to, well, deal with this stuff. I'm just gonna advance. Damn the consequences. It's a replaceable army anyway. But let's kill Korn. Huh. Kinda in the same position where I ended up in my Volkmar campaign. In the sense of, okay, diplomatic relations, living servants. Oh god, this is awful. Their lot is to serve. Let's do it. They're gonna love that.
Knees. Attack and destroy! Settra does not serve. For Mederic.
And he ought to resolve this.
Settra comes. Settra is mercy.
It's an expensive price to pay, but it is worth it. Get some Yolosapien. I think I need to invest in Soul Keeper. Soul Reaper, that is. Is this my turret? Yeah, it is my territory. Right, some Yolosapien. Both those. I was not particularly eager to fight Scarbrand in an open field, I admit. Okay, so Camry is gonna get its upgrade. That's gonna count for a lot. And this. Let's get rid of that, so that costs a bar, maybe. Volkmar is a piece of shit. But I can handle him. There he is. Kill him, take the settlements, wipe the armies out. Hard battle. But one that's winnable. Because he's probably only got tier 1. No, he's got tier 2 units, but he's taken some losses there, hasn't he? Settra will spend a couple of turns over there in Numas, just rebuilding the place, redecorating and all that kind of stuff. That's the thing about Tomb Kings. You may not have the capacity to respond to raids, but you sure do have a much easier time at rebuilding something from scratch, which is an enormous advantage that not every faction does have. Because your units don't cost money. Oh, doing a good job. The Scarbrand wiped out. Probably a really good job.
Talk if you must. It won't change your fate.
You know, I'd rather risk a war.
My deep Tomb King card.
Talk.
Most
Is there an aversion? Okay. Yeah, I think I'm gonna set that up. No, set up that. Best outcome. It may seem like I'm gonna lose. I won't. Volkmar is something I'm gonna need to keep under control, but there's no way I'm gonna lose this. I'm gonna charge straight ahead, chariots blazing, guns blazing, so to speak. Oh, he'll deploy right behind me. Yeah, the chariots will wipe out the initial army and then turn around. I think I should give Volkmar a bit of rope, so to speak, to hang himself, if you catch my meaning. Like, give him enough space. Like, max, that would be about, let's say, a bit more. And the goal, so to speak... Right, here they come. Oh, I can't see them, damn it. Wanted to give enough space to deploy there. He's gonna deal with that hero. Here's Volkmar. Avoid. Let's try and kill him. Alright, so get his entire army to deploy like that. Get those chariots to start doing some cycle charging. That will be the end of it. Because his crossbowmen can do some significant damage if I let them. If. Emphasis. But I won't. If Volkmar dies, it's all gone. You start realizing the potential here as the Tomb Kings if you survive the early game. Maybe Khalida would be a lot easier. She would be. She's not Settra though. Settra is probably the strongest legendary lord as well. He kind of needs to be, doesn't he? A weaker legendary lord would not be able to deal with the kind of situations he has to deal with. From behind. Kill Volkmar. Get Volkmar dead. Get that trait. Alright, much of the army he had has been wiped out. And I think our orders are a bit more brutal than one might imagine. Especially when upgraded by faction-wide bonus effects. You gotta love that. Helman Gorst, I raise you, you raise a zombie stack, I raise you Hekara warrior stack. Limited only by the army capacity. But fucking free. Okay. Whatever happened to the legendary lord that started the battle, that huntsman? He did squat. He's useless. They actually are useless. That was a good battle. I'll need to replace the chariots, but it's not really a concern. Nor really something I need to rush. Because, yep. So take out Volkmar. He's lost a lot of men. He probably still has those remaining units. But no problem. It gets a bit crazy when you think about it. Army replenishment versus money. Let's get casualty replenishment. I think it's important in this kind of context.
Me as your highness. They challenge me to war for Nehekara. Witness my eternal majesty. Arise, legions.
Get the unit of Yolosapien, maybe. Or in his case, yeah, Spearman Regiment of Renown. Generally useless, but it'll do in this case. Let's see, attrition, hero recruit rank for Tomb Princes. That's not too important. Missile strength for Casket of Souls. For Skeleton Archers. Yeah, fuck that. The casualty replenishment would be nice. Crew rank for Shpati. Okay, melee attack. It's an interesting one. Let's say I go with that. Though attrition or casualty replenishment. That's a good one. Like, casualty replenishment matters. Like, you can't just say, oh yeah, fuck that, that doesn't. It's not significant. And the problem is, if I look at heroes, right? I don't have anyone that can give me casualty replenishment either. Well, I'm actually full of shit. Okay, fuck that. That's not worth it. The Lich Priest. So be it. And I'll rely on this. Now, the hero casualty replenishment is never going to compare to what you can get. The Lord casualty replenishment is never going to compare to what you can get from. Oh, he's going to pull back. Fine. So I'm going to go hit Bagar instantly. The Lizardmen might start soon raiding me. They've got a powerful army. I probably will need to raise more troops to deal with them. And I don't know if I have the necessary troops. Tomb Guard, right? because since I'm building that structure in Camry.
You speak with Settra.
What do you want? They've been fighting the ogres and the Knights of Origo. I wish I could send the stack there to help them out. Or wipe them out, really, and then wipe out the ogres. And then give all the territory to the Knights of Origo, because... Or just send Settra on a glorious crusade to wipe out, you know, his mortal enemy.
This is forbidden.
The one true enemy.
Arise, my legions. Rise.
Okay, that's been recovered. I'm going to give not casualty replenishment, campaign movement range. Here. That's just wine production. I think the income I can get here is more important than pretty much anything else I can acquire right now. Do I dare?
You want justice? My Arkan, Tomb King of Nehekara. You are not him.
Do I dare ignore that?
I don't have time.
He got a
for
lot of
words.
foes, doesn't he? He's not in a position to declare war on me. The concern I have here is that Scarbrand will come back and just undo all my good progress. There's two ways of viewing it, and this is the decision I'm gonna have to wrestle with. I'll have to think about it, basically. Like, I can go west, start killing Arkan. I can go south, reinforce the south there. Don't just leave it to one army. The Plain of Tuskers doesn't matter as a settlement. Yes, there's a bit of income generated from this, but again, it's not too important. Antok is important on the flip side. So decisions I need to make. But that is the early portion of the campaign. I've taken out Scarbrand in battle. Yeah, auto-resolve, I know. I fought Volkmar and Manfred, took out the Tomb Kings. I've got 3 entire provinces under my control. I'm in a really, really good spot. These guys are going to be an issue if they start coming for me north. I wish I could get the peace treaty with them, if anything. The problem is they don't really have anyone to put up a fight against them.
This is
So
Athel.
I'm gonna be it, really. I could set up a nice solid ambush over here. Move Settra down there. Choices, choices, choices. Costin signing out. Don't forget to subscribe, like, enable notifications, and I'll see you boys and girls next time.